This is not good at all. Janet Yellen said that GDP is looking good. We're going to break that down in today's video and how the bond market is in a dangerous position. The good news is there's always a silver lining. As we look this way, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. My name is Coach JV. What I work to do is to make complex macro, microeconomic strategies very simple so the normal everyday person can activate to get themselves out of the just over broke system. We need to stop trading time for money and learn how to use our money to free up time so you can be who you're truly meant to be, because you're all special, you're all beautiful, you're all amazing. So I have two amazing free resources for you. We helped 7,000 people worldwide. If you click the description of this video down below or in my social media platform, the first one is a 16-page guide to the Warrior's Financial Guide to Freedom, exactly how I did it. I don't know if it'll work for you, but it's worked for me and thousands of people. Number two, and most important, is how to insure your wealth. People call it the infinity banking concept. You can look up tax code 7702. During these times, I insure, compound, and grow my wealth. It's one of the biggest pillars of my 5 pillars of wealth. So I have a licensed insurance team in all 50 states. We're here to help you. It's an absolutely free consultation. So if you're concerned about your retirement, concerned about securing your capital, or understanding how to compound and grow your wealth and retire tax-free, click the description of this video. You can set up a free one-on-one with my team or in the description of my social. We'd love to help you. All right, so let's dive right into this. This is getting wild, guys. Well, I mean, come on, it's the same shit, different day, right? But the good news is, why am I smiling? Why am I so calm? Why am I becoming calmer and calmer? Because I keep studying history deeper and deeper. This is nothing new under the sun. Okay. America, the global superpower, is starting to shake, literally shake. And we are heading towards a dramatic shift, socio-geopolitical, financial, everything. We're going into World War III. And after World War III, you guys are doing a great job investing in these speculative assets that could change the world. But you have to have an exit plan and you have to have a diversification strategy. So I couldn't believe she said, well, that's silly. Yes, I do believe she said this. So Janet Yellen on October 26, 2023, Yellen says US GDP is good, strong number. We may keep the bond yields higher. Okay, so here's where my teachings come in and my education level comes in. And I say that because I only speak from my current paradigm of knowledge. The bond market is screwed, guys. That you have to understand the bond market. The bond market kind of gives you a guidance of what's happening. So when we go into wartime narrative, people start going to flight to safeties. And Larry Fink just said recently that crypto is now a flight to safety. That's why you're seeing a pump. Bonds are now a flight to safety, or bonds are usually a flight to safety during war times or in uncertainty in economic times, right? But bonds, come on, guys. Your bonds are loans to the government so they can pay their bills. So let's listen to what they talked about. It says the Fed is totally out of control and they don't know what to do next. This is scary, guys. Listen to what they said about Jerome Powell. They really don't know what to do. So it's, imagine the car spinning out of control. We're in the car, guys. We're in the car. They're about to jump out and let this thing hit the tree.
Treasury above 5% for the first time in 16 years. Let's bring in Kamal Kumar, president of Kumar Global Strategies.
So one thing I want to say about this, it's the highest it's been in 16 years, okay? This is really important. So it's above 5% for the first time in 16 years, but it's very different economics right now. We're buried in debt, which I'm going to show you. We owe a ton of money to other countries. We have weak leadership, and you got people like Janet Yellen saying that things are going well.
Get his view on what he thinks is going on. Shri, and I know you watch, and we've been talking, we've used terms like untethered and unmoored, and I think that's what you want to focus on, because there could be some, I guess, somewhat disturbing outcomes if the Fed has lost control of its ability to set long rates. We've never believed they could set long rates, but for a while it looked like it was all orderly. They haven't raised rates in a while, and we've had, 80 basis points, 70 basis point increase in the 10-year. That could be troubling. It is to you.
Absolutely. I put out a report on Saturday, Joe, saying precisely that for the first time, you have Jerome Powell, who had never been doubtful as to what he did, even though he has been sometimes wrong on expectations of inflation and interest rates, finally said in his Economic Club of New York talk as well as in the Q&A session that he did not know what is causing the higher bond yields. He attributes that to term premiums. The term premiums are not measurable. And therefore, essentially, the Fed chairman comes down to saying, I don't know what it is. And when he said that, I said, we are in completely uncharted territory. Things are going to get worse next week.
Okay, so I want to share that with you guys. So that would be going into this next Monday coming up. If you're watching this on Friday, what is today? October 27th or 26th? October 27th. So that'll be going into next week. So let's pay attention to what actually happens next week. Let's see how accurate this is. Okay. So this is on October 25th. Soaring treasury yields threaten long-term performance U.S. stock market. So what happens is when the treasury yield goes up, it becomes more attractive, especially in wartime narratives. People start pulling out the capital markets. I've been sharing with you guys there's going to be a big capital market pullback in Q4. I have money on the sidelines, but everybody's like, what the hell is going on? Crypto is pumping. I still think there'll be a pullback. But again, this is not financial advice, but people keep asking, when's the best time to get in? Guys, the best time to get in is now. The time is now. Now, here's my strategy. I dollar cost average every single Friday in the bear market. That's what I do. Okay. I have money on the sidelines, but this is the rule, right? Every time you buy crypto, it goes down. Every time you sell it, it goes up. It's almost like, so if you feel adept when it pulls back, buy a little bit, right? So I use a dollar cost average strategy in, dollar cost strategy out. I have money on the sidelines if there's massive pullbacks to buy and accumulate a little bit more. So I just want to show you guys this. This is on May 11th. Breaking down the national debt. Remember, so this was on May 11th. It was at 31 trillion. It's now at 33 trillion dollars. So I want to just show you the breakdown a little bit. So debt held by the public is 78%. Intergovernmental debt is 22% of it. Okay, this breaks down the composition of debt held by the public in billions of dollars. You can see other countries. Okay. You got China and Japan are the largest holders of our debt. I've been explaining. I wanted to show you guys in physical context. I say that all the time. Like 30% of our debt's held outside the United States. So we have most of the debt is held by Japan and China. United Kingdom, Japan, China is and Japan are our two largest holders. Okay. So this just shows you how crazy this is, guys. It's absolutely wild. The Federal Reserve System, look at how much debt they have compared to the depository institutions, mutual funds. And here it is, guys. The Federal Reserve portfolio of Treasury securities has grown significantly, guys. So here we are. We have tons of debt. And then this happened in the beginning of the year. So there's all kinds of weird stuff happening with the bonds. So the bond yield inverted. That was when the lower treasury bonds, lower term treasury bonds were more attractive than the higher. That's what started these bank collapses. Okay. So if this continues, the bond market could collapse the whole banking system. The collapse in treasury bonds is now ranked among the worst market crashes in history. And so I just wanted to bring this to your attention just so you can start to really digest what is actually happening and you can know the game. So there's nothing to worry about, guys. This is going to happen in history. This type of stuff won't happen in our history again, living history. This is like 100-year shift. This is the type of stuff that will shift for the next 100 years. You are going to be in a new financial system for the next 100 years. So us as adults, this is our new paradigm, guys. The greatest opportunity in human history is right now. So again, every video I tell you exactly what I'm doing. Okay. And I share with you the current paradigm I'm at, and then I'll share with you where I'm going. And then from that point, when I go there, I'll come back and teach what I'm doing. That's my human design. I'm a generator. I go forward, I forge a trail, made mistakes, build safety, and come back and teach. So number one, cryptocurrency. Invest in, I call it a very speculative asset that you can make a large amount of money in a short amount of time, not get rich quick. I have an exit strategy on my fundamental cryptos. Okay. I'm holding 50% long term. What does that mean? 50% will stay in the market always. Okay. If I need to in the future, I'll leverage tax free to buy more assets. The other 50%, as the bull run comes in 2024 and it goes parabolic, I'll be exiting at price targets on the way up. So when everybody comes rushing in and the exchange is shut down, I've already pulled maybe 30-40% of profit. Okay. At my current paradigm, this is what I know what to do with money. So then I take it, and I'm a big proponent of Index Universal Life. So much I referred it for 3 years. And now I'm a licensed agent helping people with infinity banking concept. So I actually put it into insurance products like Index Universal Life, which allows me to have living benefits. Okay. It also has there's so many different benefits to it. Secures my principal. So when the markets come collapsing down, my principal is good. I get market-like returns, anywhere from 6 to 7% on average. And that's just average, guys. We're very conservative. Okay. Then I can actually leverage against my own money tax-free. So that dollar now turns into two. And if I take that leveraged money and I put it into a real estate property or some other asset, now that dollar is working 3 different ways. Okay. Then I have business, information technology, and attention. We have multiple companies. We're an education company. We have a software company. We have a crypto. Merlin are the best way to track your crypto, which I'll talk about in just a moment. Okay. And then precious metals, self-development, and then we're going into real estate next year. Okay, so I want to share with you guys what an exit plan is and why it's so important that you go to the description down below and download Merlin. We created Merlin from our own hands from the ground up. I'm the co-founder. 36,000 lines of code were created to create one of the most revolutionary products that you've ever seen. So what we did was we solved a massive problem from 2021 to 2022. We saw a bunch of people lose 85% of their portfolio. Well, we had spreadsheets and exit plans, and we were able to pull some profits. We should have pulled a lot more. We had the greed gene just like everybody else, but that's what started our wealth building cycle, right? So what we did is we built a product that, number one, is an interface. You can see all your cryptos in one spot. We don't hold your keys or combos. It's just an interface, okay? From there, you can track your daily gains and losses, which is awesome. How many exchanges can you track your daily gains and losses? Number two is you can set an exit target where we will send you alerts so you don't get wrecked and caught at the top and come sliding on the way back down. So let me give you an example. If you have XRP in there, you can set price targets, say $3.78 to exit 10% of your portfolio. When you get close to that target and you're sitting there at work and you're out there driving around, all of a sudden, boom, you get a text from us and it says, hey, JV, you're getting close to your target. And so you can go exercise that sell of that product so you no longer get wrecked, right? Now you have profits. Now you can do something with it. So what we're doing is we're giving it away for 30 days for free so you can try it. Another thing we added, well, I'm all about customer service in my businesses. There's no hoops you have to jump through. If you decide not to use the product after 30 days, you don't have to go in some crazy process. You can go right on the app and click, I want to cancel, and it cancels it. We don't play games with people's money. We don't play games with people's emotions. We build products and services, solve big problems. So we're extremely confident. That's why we put the cancel button right there on the product so you don't have to jump through hoops. So we'd love to have you part of it to try it for 30 days. So if you click the description of this video or in my social media platform, click it, try it. You will love it. Absolutely love it. We're coming up on almost 1,000 people using Merlin already, and we just launched and people are raving about it. So just type in Merlin, see all the reviews out there. People are telling us it's one of the greatest products they've ever used because it was built with love, high frequency, integrity, honesty, and a knowing that it will help humanity. I love you guys. I appreciate you. As we always say, warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. Love you.